Besides being two of the greatest football stars in the world, Kylian Mbappe and Lionel Messi are two successful men who certainly know how to enjoy their fortunes. But have you ever wondered which athlete leads the more luxurious life? In this video, you'll witness a fierce battle between Lionel Messi and Kylian Mbappe. These two football stars spare no expense when it comes to buying luxurious homes, but who owns the most valuable property? Starting with Kylian Mbappe. There is currently speculation that the player has bought another property located in Neuilly-sur-Seine, a super exclusive neighborhood frequented by many other celebrities. On social media, Mbappe has already shared some photos of his home with the public. According to what has been shown, it is possible to see that the decor of the house is based on neutral tones and creams with classic wood finishes that appear to be very luxurious. It is believed that there is even a swimming pool in the property for the player to relax in. And according to media reports, the young striker has invested almost $10 million to acquire this property. Lionel Messi, on the other hand, owns a massive mansion in Ibiza, more specifically on the private island of Sa Ferradura. The clean-style property is over 6,100 square feet, and although it has plenty of amenities for Messi to enjoy on holiday, he seems to have run into problems with Spanish law due to improper works carried out by the previous owner. Before acquiring the mansion, Messi rented it out a few times, and to become the owner of the property, he paid 11 million euros, the equivalent of $12.5 million at the time. And since Messi's property is more valuable, Lionel Messi wins this round. Point to him. Both players enjoy driving stunning cars in their daily lives, but who has the best collection of vehicles? Mbappe, for example, has been seen with a Volkswagen Tiguan, an SUV with a modern design, the price of the newest and most complete models of which can cost up to $40,000. Mbappe has also been clicked getting out of a Volkswagen Golf GTI, a car with a robust engine and precise handling, which has a spacious design to comfortably seat 5 passengers. And that must be why, in its most recent versions, this car costs up to $40,000. The player has also posted photos in a Volkswagen ID.4 Cross, a 100% electric vehicle with a futuristic design. The car is equipped with a battery that gives it a range of more than 310 miles and can cost up to $50,000. Of the same model, Mbappe has also been spotted a few times with a Volkswagen ID.5, an SUV with state-of-the-art features costing $57,000, as well as a Volkswagen ID.7, an electric sedan with a range of up to 385 miles, which can be purchased for more than $60,000. He has also posted a photo of himself getting out of an Audi that appeared to be the A6 Avant model, a vehicle with a station wagon design, the latest models of which cost around $60,000. Going up in price, he was seen in a Mercedes that appeared to be the GLE model, a luxury SUV capable of offering a lot of comfort and safety. And to give you an idea of the price of this car, there are newer models that cost around $80,000. Going up a little in price, the player has a Volkswagen Multivan, an ideal vehicle for when he wants to get around with more space and comfort, with an estimated price of around $85,000. Mbappe also has a Cadillac Escalade, a huge car capable of offering great comfort and safety for all its passengers. And to give you an idea of the price, depending on the model, it can cost around $90,000. Even more expensive, Mbappe has already been seen in a Volkswagen Touareg, another SUV from the German brand that is even more robust and spacious. It's no wonder that to own one of these, you may have to invest more than $110,000 in the latest models. Another super comfortable vehicle that the Frenchman owns is a Mercedes-Benz V-Class, a huge car capable of offering plenty of space and ergonomics for all its passengers. And to enjoy this car, you may need to invest up to $150,000. And although Kylian Mbappe doesn't have a license, several sources speculate that he owns a Ferrari SF90 Stradale, one of the fastest cars made by Ferrari. The vehicle is equipped with a Super V8 engine, capable of accelerating from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 2.5 seconds, reaching a top speed of an unbelievable 211 miles per hour. And perhaps that's why a new one can fetch over $600,000. Meanwhile, Messi has been spotted with various types of vehicles, such as Toyota Prius $25,000, Mini Cooper $30,000, Audi Q7 $60,000, Mercedes-Benz GLE for $70,000, Audi A7 for $75,000, Audi Q8 also $75,000, Range Rover Sport for $80,000, Toyota Land Cruiser $85,000, Cadillac Escalade $95,000, Range Rover Vogue $100,000, Audi RS6 $120,000, and a Porsche Panamera $140,000. One of the most expensive cars he was seen driving was an Audi R8 Spider, a sophisticated vehicle with a beautiful design to drive, which costs around $158,000. Another vehicle Messi was spotted driving around Miami with his family was a Bentley Bentayga, a super luxurious SUV capable of offering a great deal of refinement and comfort for all passengers. And perhaps that's why the latest models cost more than $180,000. Lionel Messi's garage also has a Maserati Gran Turismo, a legendary sports car made for those who love speed. And to own this machine, you may have to shell out around $200,000. And several sources speculate that Messi owns a Pagani Zonda, a sports car equipped with a powerful engine capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles in an impressive 2.8 seconds and which can reach a top speed of 218 miles per hour. And if he really does have this sports car in his garage, it would cost him around $2 million. And for having more expensive cars, Lionel Messi wins this round. Point to him. These athletes don't hold back when it comes to spending on luxurious residences, but who owns the priciest apartments? Let's start with the French star. Some sources speculate, for example, that he once lived in a luxury flat overlooking the famous Eiffel Tower in Paris, the capital of France. The player's property was nothing less than a duplex flat in one of the most sophisticated buildings in the neighborhood. And because the player's apartment is on the top floor, it should certainly give him a spectacular view of the city, which you can get a good idea of by looking at records of penthouses that are located in the same area. And based on the rental prices of other neighboring properties, it's possible to get an idea of how much the striker paid to live there. According to some sources, Mbappé had to pay around $40,000 every month. Messi doesn't fall behind in this competition either. Because the football star is passionate about cars and also likes to enjoy the beach with his family, he decided to combine these two passions and buy a property in the Porsche Design Tower condominium, a building designed for car lovers. It's an imposing 60-story building with spectacular sea views, and its greatest feature is its incredible car-only lift, something very exotic and difficult to find even in the most sophisticated and modern buildings in the world. And it's no wonder that this stunning condominium is considered one of the favorite places for multi-millionaires and one of the most luxurious on the planet. The player's duplex property is approximately 3,200 square feet and is built with top-of-the-range finishes, such as the floors, which are covered in beautiful white marble. The architecture of the flat is made up of a light color palette, which brings a sense of sophistication to the environment. The flat has very spacious and integrated rooms, such as the open-plan kitchen facing the living room. The property is definitely designed to offer residents greater socialization, and it's no wonder that it's divided into just 2 huge bedrooms and 5 luxurious bathrooms. Another eye-catcher is the large floor-to-ceiling windows, which, as well as providing excellent natural light, offer spectacular views of the beach. Residents of this building can also enjoy a beautiful leisure area equipped with everything imaginable, but they pay a very steep price for this, around $5,000 in condominium fees alone. And to live in the Porsche Design Tower, you'd think you'd have to invest quite a bit of money. According to some sources, Lionel Messi had to invest around $5 million in this beautiful flat, but he has already listed it for around $7.8 million. But the investments in vertical property to live in with his family don't end there. Messi likes coastal properties so much that 2.5 years after purchasing his flat in the Porsche Design Tower, he decided to buy another property on the beaches of the state of Florida, a region he seems to have liked very much. This time he bought the entire 9th floor of the Regalia condominium, a luxury building on Sunny Isles Beach. The player's property looks a lot like his other flat, with light-colored decor and large floor-to-ceiling windows that let in plenty of natural light and offer spectacular views. And as the Argentinian has bought the entire floor of the building, he has the luxury of being able to enjoy an incredible panoramic view, something that tycoons like and value a lot. The huge flat has a total of around 5,500 square feet, plus a spacious balcony of a further 2,000 square feet, totaling more than 7,500 square feet at his disposal. The residence is divided into 5 luxurious bedrooms and 5 modern bathrooms that offer the experience of showering while admiring the unbelievable landscape. And if he likes gastronomy, he can enjoy a beautiful state-of-the-art kitchen, as well as a refrigerated wine cellar for over 1,000 bottles. Lionel Messi's property is definitely made for those who love beautiful views, as there are huge windows in every corner, not to mention the gigantic balcony that runs the length of the property. And because this flat has twice as much space as the other one, it cost the player even more money. According to some sources, Lionel Messi had to invest a whopping $7.3 million. In conclusion, Messi easily wins this round. One of the luxuries that these footballers don't compromise on is traveling in style, but who owns the most impressive jet? Mbappé, for instance, used a jet when he was signing his contract with PSG. The player demanded to have a private jet to use whenever he wanted, something that, despite being denied, hasn't stopped him from hiring supermodern aircraft on his own. Among the aircraft used by the player, for example, is a Bombardier Challenger 350, one of the most used corporate jets in the world. The interior of the aircraft is very elegant and comfortable, ideal for the needs of the French star. And to enjoy all this luxury, you may have to shell out around $7,000 for just 1 hour's flight. Messi, on the other hand, owns a private jet. He owns a Gulfstream G550 private jet, one of the safest and best-performing private aircraft in the world, capable of reaching speeds close to the speed of sound. Not to mention its intercontinental range, which allows it to travel great distances without the need to stop for petrol. The interior of the jet is very comfortable and luxurious and can hold up to 19 passengers depending on the configuration adopted. And to give you an idea of the price of this aircraft, some sources estimate that the player's aircraft is valued at around £12 million. And since Messi owns his own toy, Lionel Messi wins yet another round. Point to the Argentine. Both football superstars are also considered great businessmen, but which of them has the more lucrative sources of income? Kylian Mbappe, for example. Because he is considered to be one of the best players in the world and one of the most promising of the new generation of footballers, the youngster has become something of a celebrity, known all over the world. On social media, for example, he is one of the most followed footballers in the world. On Facebook alone, he has 17 million followers, but it's on Instagram that Mbappe really stands out, with more than 113 million people following him on a daily basis. A number so high that it makes him the most famous person in France, ahead of other great players from his country, such as Karim Benzema, Antoine Griezmann, Paul Pogba, and Zidane. And of course, because he's so famous, Mbappe is able to earn a lot of money by associating with and promoting various companies. Among the brands for which the striker has already advertised are Oakley, Christian Dior, PlayStation 5, Hugo Boss, among many others. Just as an ambassador for Swiss luxury watchmaker Hublot, for example, it is estimated that Mbappe earns around $1.5 million a year. As for being sponsored by the sports products company Nike, some sources say that his contract is around $5 million a year. It's estimated that all his sponsorships add up to between $15 and $20 million a year. Not bad, is it? In addition to the money he earns from advertising deals, the French star has already published a comic book for children called Je m'appelle Kylian and founded Zebra Valley, his sports content production company, which has a partnership with the NBA. Lionel Messi, on the other hand, to make his money go even further, he invests in a variety of sectors. One of his favorites is the tourism industry, as he owns MIM Hotels, a luxury hotel chain with several locations worldwide. The property on the island of Mallorca in Spain, for instance, boasts a robust infrastructure, facing the city's exquisite beaches. For those who prefer to enjoy the snow, you can stay at the Baquera location, a comfortable and cozy lodge offering unique experiences. However, the most luxurious is the Ibiza location, where the daily rates can exceed $1,000 for a single night. In the fashion world, Messi founded the Messi Store in 2019, an online clothing shop inspired by the player's style. This venture was established with the support of Ginny Hilfiger, the sister of fashion magnate Tommy Hilfiger. And it appears that this new endeavor has been quite successful, as the brand's Instagram alone has garnered over 2 million followers. By 2022, it was reported that Messi had started investing in sports and technology. He has also ventured into the drinks sector, having produced a collection of premium wines with Winemaker. And since we don't know the exact earnings from each business venture, we'll call this round a tie. Point to both. There's no doubt that these two football legends have made a fortune throughout their careers. But who has accumulated the most wealth? Mbappé, for example. To give you an idea of his earnings, when he was around 17 years old and playing for Monaco, for example, it is estimated that he had a salary of around $1.1 million a year. Although this is an excellent salary for a player as young as him, it's a far cry from the amount he currently receives. Following his move to Paris Saint-Germain, Kylian Mbappe's salary has multiplied dozens of times over, to today reach a level that puts him on the list of the highest paid players in the world. According to some sources, the striker received a salary, plus performance bonuses, of almost $28 million per season. In 2022, he signed a contract extension with the club, which brings his salary up to $53 million a year before tax. And although that figure is impressive, all the indications are that Mbappé won't be staying at Paris Saint-Germain, preferring to reduce his earnings per season in order to have the chance to play for other big clubs. According to some rumors, the Frenchman is expected to sign a 5-year contract with Real Madrid, where he will earn between $16 and $21 million per season, a figure that, although lower than PSG's, could increase considerably thanks to bonuses. To give you an idea, it's believed that Mbappé will pocket a sum over $160 million for image rights, which will be paid in annual installments. In other words, his annual salary could be more than $53 million. And it looks like this huge income will only increase. That's because according to football experts, Kylian Mbappe is at the top of the ranking of the world's most valuable players, estimated to be worth around 180 million euros. When you consider Mbappe's other sources of income, his annual earnings are much higher. And although nobody knows exactly what his fortune is, some sources estimate that he has already accumulated a net worth of around $180 million. Messi, on the other hand, isn't far behind. A significant portion of the player's income comes from endorsements, as he is one of the most famous celebrities globally. On Instagram alone, for example, he has more than 500 million followers, making him the second most followed profile on the platform. Naturally, this level of exposure attracts the interest of many companies willing to invest large sums to associate their brand with the player's image. Among the companies that have partnered with Messi are MasterCard, Pepsi, Huawei, Gillette, and many others. His largest and primary sponsor is Adidas, a sporting goods company with whom Messi has a lifetime contract, earning him around $25 million a year. However, his largest source of income still comes from his substantial football salary. To give you an idea of the figures, some sources estimate that while playing for PSG, Lionel Messi earned a fixed salary of $45 million, with performance bonuses bringing this figure to $75 million. Currently, playing for Inter Miami, Lionel Messi earns over $50 million a year, including all his bonuses, making him the highest paid athlete in Major League Soccer. It's no surprise that the Argentine is considered one of the highest paid athletes globally according to Forbes magazine. For example, in 2022, he topped the list, earning around $130 million. In 2024, Messi ranked third, taking home $135 million. Adding up all the money Messi has earned throughout his career, it is estimated that his total earnings have surpassed the $1 billion mark. However, due to high taxes, some sources estimate that the player's net worth is approximately $650 million. And it's clear that Messi wins this final round. At the end of this battle, we have 1 point for Mbappe and 6 points for Messi, making Messi the clear winner of the showdown. But if you believe there are other arguments to support one of them, feel free to share your reasoning in the comments below. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel, deals to satisfy your curiosity.